Everything I wanted, 'cause I deserve it. I deserve it. Ooh, everything I wanted, I'ma get it. 'Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Everything I wanted, I'ma get it. 'Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Ooh, everything I wanted, I'ma get it. 'Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Everything I wanted, I'ma get it. 'Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Ooh, everything I wanted, I'ma get it. 'Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Everything I wanted, I'ma get it. 'Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Ooh, everything I wanted, I'ma get it. 'Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Everything I wanted, I'ma get it. 'Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Everything I wanted, I'ma get it. 'Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Everything I wanted, I'ma get it. 'Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Ooh, everything I wanted, I'ma get it. 'Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Everything I wanted, I'ma get it. 'Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Ooh, everything I wanted, I'ma get it. 'Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Everything I wanted, I'ma get it. 'Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Ooh, everything I wanted, I'ma get it. 'Cause I deserve it. I deserve it. I deserve it. Everything I wanted, I'ma get it.
Yo, yo, yo. What it do, y'all? It's the 80s Baby Conversation back again. Want to give a shout out to the boy Prince Ken for the song as always. Everything I wanted. Hey, I like that. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I like that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Prince Ken again, though. You know what I'm saying?
Ken?
So what's happening, sis?
What to do, 80s babies? It's your girl Ray Cherie, the hostess with the mostest, checking in, ready to serve up a good conversation tonight.
Okay.
All right, we got some friends with us tonight. Gentlemen, we're gonna start with Devon Red. Go ahead and introduce yourself, brother.
Hold on. Take y'all.
Still muted. Yo, what's good, people? It's your boy Devon Rick in the building. What's good? Y'all already know what it is. I'm here with the 80s Babies Conversation, having an amazing time. I'm looking forward to the conversation tonight.
Okay.
We also have with us Kareem. What's up, Kareem?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Man, I'm excited to get it. 80s Conversations all day. Let's go.
Let's do it. Hey, we're glad to have y'all, man. Real talk.
Most definitely.
We are glad to have everybody, and we are ready to kick it off. So let's go ahead and kick off the conversation tonight with Rihanna. Is going to be returning to the stage after a 2-year break for the Super Bowl halftime show. What y'all think about that?
Hey,
I think it's a good look. It's been a minute. It's been since like 2018 since she's been on. So, and especially with her being a billionaire now, I think it's gonna be a huge look, for the culture.
Yes, especially, we went through that phase where people were boycotting the Super Bowl, with the Kaepernick situation. And now, she's coming back. People were saying they didn't want to perform at the Super Bowl because of people taking the knee and all these other things. So I think this is going to be a big statement. And I hope she makes a statement for the culture.
Right. Everybody love Riri, man. You know what I'm saying? So everybody going to probably be looking forward to this performance. So I know I am. Because I'm pretty sure my Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to be in the Super Bowl, so I know I'm going to be watching it. I know I'm going to be watching it. Straight up.
Yeah, I'm with everybody else. I'm really excited about her making her debut back into the scene. Bree, this does not excuse you from not giving us no music, but I'm just saying. We appreciate you for coming out and performing something, but we still need a new album, please. Thank you.
But she had to take her time off to be a mom, so I totally respect that. Like, she wasn't trying to lose the baby weight fast. Like, she was really embracing motherhood, and I feel like as a lot of female celebrities don't do that. They push those babies out and they jump back on tour. They jump back in the studio. She took that time to be a mom, so I think that's.
She could do that. She could take that time like that. All artists can't do that though. You feel me? But hey, everybody need a break every now and again anyway. So welcome back.
6 years is a long time though.
She gonna come back in a big way though. I'm excited.
Yes,
Right.
6 years is a long time though. Let's be honest though. Come on, 2016 is her last album.
Yeah, that's a minute. That's a real minute.
All right, Aretha said, hey, y'all, hey, I'm excited about Rihanna headlining the Super Bowl. She will be great. Totally. And, while we're on that topic of football, one of the biggest football games in HBCU history is going to happen real soon. And everybody on this podcast,
Bama State.
Go. That's
definitely. Okay.
All right, Norbert, give us a quick rundown of the deets for Bama State homecoming. What can we expect?
Man, listen, y'all can expect a lot of action, a lot of fun, a lot of people, man. The city is going to be lit. We are going to see Montgomery taking over like it has never been taken over before. I believe this game this year is going to be larger than the Tuskegee Alabama State game. You know what I'm saying? Turkey Day Classic. The old rival. Right. It ain't gonna get the numbers as Magic City, but that's only due to the fact that we're playing a home game. But trust me, if it was at a larger stadium, we probably would pack the thing out too.
I feel like this one's gonna be blown though. To be honest with you, I ain't gonna even lie.
Oh yeah, I mean it's gonna be people sitting in the grass and everything. This is definitely gonna be a blow game.
It's gonna be anything.
Bringing in the heat with his football team, who is still currently undefeated. I think us coming in at what are we 1-0-1 in the SWAC, but we are 2-2 overall. Mm-hmm. So I definitely believe that our boys got a chance. Just need to tighten up a little bit on my end. I believe they need to stay grounded and stay focused on the game, man, and convert in the red zone. Like we got to get points on the board in the red zone. But other than that, man, you got the off the record party going on Friday. The day party for the young alumni, man. We're gonna be in that thing turned up. Y'all already know how it's gonna be.
All the way up.
Great time there. You got tailgating on Saturday. Game starts at 2:00 on Saturday afternoon, which means it's all day partying, all night partying. Once we come out with that W against J State, you know what I'm saying? Fifth quarter gonna be live. We're gonna have a great time.
Right, yeah. I'm looking forward to it too, man. I hope y'all get to attend it because, like this man said, it's gonna be lit. I'm already knowing.
Yeah. I already got my tickets. I'm ready. Let's get it.
And I am so jealous because I can't attend this year because I have a Deltaversary trip. So I am kind of sour about missing homecoming, but I know y'all are gonna turn up for me. I can't wait to live vicariously through y'all's photos and pictures.
Yeah, it's gonna be a whole vibe. It's gonna be really exciting.
A whole vibe, man.
Totally.
Yeah, Yeah, because last year I was at Jackson State homecoming when we played them at Veterans Memorial Stadium. It was nuts. Biggest crowd I've ever seen, like in the COVID era. I think it's gonna be even bigger at the new Bama State campus.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So yeah, that's definitely gonna be huge. So one time for Alabama State University. Hoping we coming in with the win. Aretha said it will be lit for sure. So we got the Hornets checking in on the podcast tonight. That is what's up.
I feel like them boys, they got a chance though. You know what I'm saying? I don't watch Alabama State play this year, and like I said, they look good. You know, it's a little. Of course, it's gonna always be things to improve on. You know what I'm saying? As a team, man. But going into this game though, you know, I feel like them boys can pull it out. It's gonna be tough. You better believe that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They playing some. You might as well say that these boys playing against D1 players. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
So
yeah, because Jackson State, every opportunity they get to get somebody out the transfer portal, they snatch at people. So they got a huge opportunity. I can't wait to see it.
Hey, yeah, shout out to them boys too, man. Like they, you know, they doing good things over there too. So you know what I'm saying? Not to knock them, but like I said, I want Alabama State to come out on top of this thing. You feel me?
Most definitely.
100%.
I mean, you know, the game is going to give the fans what they want to see. The band.
So halftime gonna be nuts.
Halftime show is going to be a mess. It's going to be crazy.
I hope the Sonic Boom ready because I don't believe they're gonna be able to see the Mighty Marching Hornets.
Right.
Whew, it's a tough order right there. Come on, Dr. O. Come on, Dr. O.
Tailgate. Like if I were able to go, I would be looking forward to the tailgate. Last year, the tailgate, COVID still had us.
Yeah.
The tailgate wasn't that thick, but I know that the tailgate is going to be crazy this year.
Oh yeah.
So
that's gonna be madness all over the place.
Yeah, and locating friends, that kind of thing. So I think that's gonna be pretty cool. So that's that HBCU love that you have to just experience,
right?
To know what it is.
Yeah, because the home side already sold. The only side that you can get any tickets on is the business side right now.
Yeah, and it's only 2 sections left based on
the
graph I saw earlier today. So y'all ain't got y'all tickets, but I don't know.
You're gonna be hurt.
A couple of weeks out. So you know what I'm saying?
Oh, and mention those tickets are actually resale tickets, which means somebody purchased them and selling them. So you're paying more than the original price.
So the game really sold out. Somebody helping people out.
There you go.
Right.
I'm here for it. Like that is what's up. That's what's all the way up. So Double XL put out an article today. It was featuring Young Miami, basically explaining what she meant by we're dating, we single, but we dating. All right. So she says just a little bit of what she said. This is from Young Miami. People don't know what dating means. He's single, I'm single, but we're dating. That's what I mean when I say we're together. When we're together, having the time of our lives, but we are still single. He sees other people outside of me, and I see people outside of him. All right, fellas, this is interesting with 3 guys. What does that mean? When you're dating, but you're single, and you see other people, and your mate can see other people?
But what's getting wrong is that they're not your mate.
Exactly. They just dating. That ain't no titles. They just enjoying each other's company.
And I think that's where a lot of people get it mixed up at too. You know, you could be dating somebody and they feel like, oh, you cheated on me because you talked to another person. Well, first of all, we dating. You know what I'm saying? You know, but at the same time, before I even say that, at the same time, you gotta have an understanding of what you're doing with this person too now. You know what I'm saying? But like she's saying, you know what I'm saying? She know what he got going on. He know what she got going on. So, you know, but they single. They can still see other people. And like I was saying, that's where a lot of people get it mixed up at. They feel like, okay, well, once we say we date, then, oh, you can't talk to nobody else, which in some situation that may be true. But like I said, you got to get an understanding when you're talking to somebody and know what y'all doing before one party think this going on and this party will be like, oh, well, I ain't say that. I am right. You know what I'm saying? So I feel what she's saying and I understand it. And I mean, I ain't knocking it. Like she said, she young, he really old. Really real. You know what I'm saying? So she know in her head she can't stop this man from doing, especially the kind of money. Like, even if they were in that kind of situation where they were dating and like just locked in on each other, he still do what he want to do. She gonna do what she want to do. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. So I feel him though. I feel it.
Yeah, I think it's overall conversation, right? Like, you got to be on the same page with the person that you're with. Dating does not necessarily mean that we're exclusive, right? Dating means that we're dating. We're gonna go out, and when we together, we together. I ain't gonna disrespect you. You ain't gonna disrespect me when we in each other's presence. But when we leave each other, it's all game. We do what we want to do. Like, I don't owe you nothing. You don't owe me nothing. And I feel like that's a level of conversation and maturity that we have to start having.
You said the right word
in these relationships that we're forming with people. Like, you be able to have those hard conversations and say, hey, this is what it is. This is what I'm looking for at the moment. This is what we're doing at the moment. If we're on the same page about it, then we good. If we not, let's clarify and move on. But yeah, ain't nothing wrong with it. Yeah, they dating real bad.
Yeah, I completely agree. They got some emotional intelligence right there, because it's real tough out here, especially with them being in the public eye the way they are. Both of them just having fun, enjoying their lives. This man have been through so much with relationships. She already know that.
Right.
She know his relationships backwards and forwards. So they already putting a lot into it to even be dating in the first place.
Right.
So
yes, and usually that emotional intelligence, that thing is real, because usually when people get intimacy involved, get clingy and people get territorial. And when you in something like this, you got to just have the emotional intelligence to be a little bit more free,
right,
to allow the experience to be enjoyable.
This is true. This is very true. I mean, the part about dating that is fun is that you can date multiple people, right? And you're getting an opportunity to experience different things with different people. And then that also helps you to be able to truly make a decision on if I'm wanting to move forward with this one particular person, right? Because a lot of times in our relationships, we start off with one person and then we start dating, and now we're exclusive, and now like you're on this trajectory of y'all supposed to be together, but that ain't what was the initial game plan. Like, I'm just trying to see what's going to happen if we are actually mutually compatible to be in each other's presence for long periods of time. If we able to hang out and just sit on the couch and talk trash to each other, like, let's see how that goes. I'm not exclusive to just you, but we've been in that mindset of when you're dating, you date with exclusivity. And that's the problem where it comes in. Like, we have to be intentional in communicating. I'm dating, but not dating exclusively.
I agree with you, because it's interesting. Like, our parents' generation, when they was dating, it was with intent to get married, right?
Right.
Versus with us, we dating with intent to have fun, or intent to, figure out what we like, or intent to figure out what works best for us. So things have changed. Like, the generations have changed altogether.
Right. Well, let me ask y'all this though. So if you're dating, because a lot of people probably don't know the answer to this question, or they probably want to know the answer to this question. You know what I'm saying? So if you're just dating, how do you make that transition? Well, what do you call the next phase? Like what do you call that next phase? If we're dating already, but we can see other people, what's the next stage of this you know what I'm saying, this relationship? Like, what do you call it?
Well, really, that's when you get to that exclusive boyfriend girlfriend
courtship.
I ain't gonna go that far. I ain't gonna give you no boyfriend girlfriend, but exclusivity is what I give you.
Exclusivity, yeah, just exclusivity, just letting them know, hey, you're the only one I'm dating. I'm focused on you. You are a priority to me. Versus them not knowing if you're gonna be talking to somebody else the next day or what.
Right. Okay, so I guess this is the question too. Well, this is the next question. Like, okay, what if that one person decides that they want to, be exclusive to this person, and then they present this to to their partner, they, you know what I'm saying, and they, they still want to be in that just dating stage. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of a relationship. Then, you feel me?
Well, that's why it's important to have that friendship, because there's no relationship without friendship. So.
Right.
So if you have that friendship tight and you guys are on the same page, equally yoked when it comes to where you want to be, what you want to do, then you shouldn't have those problems. But that's what dating is for.
That's what it is for.
Just my mother always say, taste and buy. You get an opportunity to really, enjoy a buffet of partners to see what works best for you, what you like. And, once you become exclusive, then you got to really figure out what are the rules and regulations of exclusivity.
Right.
Because everybody's exclusivity definition is different. You dig? So,
right.
Oh, yeah. Because you don't know everybody's experiences. Like some folks, exclusivity might be that I just talked to you on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and we exclusive. Versus somebody else's exclusivity may be that me and you talk all day, every day. I don't talk to nobody else but you. And everybody's definition is different.
Right.
Yeah, and everything that you said, it goes back to communication, right? And having that healthy balance of communicating with the individual that you're talking to. I don't know, I can't stress it enough. And I think only because for myself, I lacked the communication skills years ago. I personally have not been in a full-fledged relationship in 9 years.
Wow.
And in that 9 years, I've taken time to learn, grow, mature, and figure out the things that I want, the things that I need and that I desire. And I learned from my last partner that I lack communication. And even others that I've dated in the past, it was always about communication because I always listened to respond. That was my always go-to. Like I was ready, I was on go. You say something to me, I got a rebuttal. I got you. Everything you say to me, I got something to rebuke back. So in that space, now I'm not afraid of conflict. I'm not afraid of tough conversations. I'm not afraid of what you say to me now does not bother me as much as what I say back to you because I listen to hear you and understand.
Got it.
So I think at the end of the day, life can be so much easier if we have those tough conversations and be willing to open up and have that dialogue without feeling like somebody is being malicious or they're trying to attack you or do wrong by you in any way.
Right. Because that's the first response you're gonna get when you try to be real and lay everything out there. Somebody gonna think you're trying to be, on some more, you know what I'm saying? So
right.
Like it's like man, just lay it out there, man. Be real. You know what I'm saying?
I also feel like though, like honestly, like this perspective of dating changes the game for all relationships. And I also think this is forcing us, as the woman on the podcast, this is forcing us to change our level of expectations because there is no exclusivity in dating. If we just want to be honest about it, you want to know if we're exclusive, but there's no exclusivity in this. If you get to see who you want to see and they get to see who they want to see, it's like it's
what I'm saying. Once you make that, we were saying like the transition from the dating until that, you know what I'm saying, to that. Like,
there was a stage we missed a stage before we even got to dating, the friendship stage. Like a lot of people don't realize that you have to just be friends for a while.
Now I think that's a beautiful thing.
That's where you get the gray area. Like, you got if you can actually be their friend, you might actually be able to date them, and you might actually be able to be exclusive. That's what a lot of people are missing. Like, can you actually be in a room with this person and care about what they got to say enough to even date them in the first place?
Right. And then doing that friendship, you also get to, be able to get to know that person more too. So going into a relationship, you kind of already know what this person expects, what they like, what they, you know what I'm saying? You already got like idea of what really depending on how long y'all friends and how, how y'all interacting with each other as friends, then you can learn a lot. And then therefore, if y'all choose to go into a intimate relationship like that, then you'll kind of already have idea like how this person is, and and vice versa. They'll know how you are too. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
it's just like you said, like that is a big part of it. But let's be real, y'all. A lot of people, we ain't friends with people that we meet. You know what I'm saying? Like we never right into it.
But that's the problem, though. People out here skipping steps.
Yes.
How you going to skip steps and expect something real?
Yes, that's right. Because you just getting that lustful affection, but you're not getting that authentic. Somebody cares about me. Somebody cares about my way of being. Right. Somebody can knows when I'm hurt. They know when I'm up. They know
Real
when
safe.
I'm
Like how you know if you feel safe with your partner if you ain't even friends with them. Y'all ain't even cool. Like what you skipping steps for? Why you going from 1 to 100 for what? Take your time.
Take
your time. Relationships ain't going nowhere. Marriage ain't going nowhere. Take your time. I'm not gonna front with you, Devonrick. You giving me so much vibes with the 9-year wait. You haven't been in a relationship in 9 years. That is huge. Do you know how many people that just go from relationship to relationship, skipping, wilding out? But for you to be able to have that kind of emotional intelligence and figure yourself out in the meantime, between time, that means your next relationship is gonna be your best relationship.
Oh, all facts. I truly believe that. I believe that. And I think that's where a lot of times, like I've tried to date in that 9 years. So let me make sure I'm very open. Like I've tried to date and build something with individuals, but it just never lasts. I can't get past 3 months. We talked about this one time. Like I can't get 3 months. I can't get 3 months.
But you know what though? That means that your BS meter is always on. Like you read people like crazy. You on some TSA reading. You be like, wait a minute, I see it. What you talking about? Get up out of here.
But either that or the dating game is just messed up here because I usually get ghosted by date number 3.
That's cold.
So
wait a minute. Before we even get crazy, so wait a minute. So a man spend money on you 3 times, taking you out, making you feel special, and then you get ghosted?
Because
that's crazy.
Number 3 or 4, you're gonna get that conversation that says, okay, I've taken you out on these dates, I've spent this, I've done this. Like, what are you gonna do?
So that's the conversation that gets thrown at you.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna walk back to my car.
Now, sis, I don't know if anybody on tonight that joined us before on a podcast, but if I'm not mistaken, you said that these guys take you on $300 dinner date. So, hey, I see why they asking you. I see why they asking. I'm just saying.
Now, Bubba, we know.
Yeah, I'm just saying, that's like $300. That's the cash out right there. They cashing out.
But here's the thing, though. I didn't ask to go to those places. They were trying to wine and dine me. So you trying to expose me to what it's like to be in your world. I didn't request this. So, you just need to do you. But that doesn't make me feel obligated to do anything. So I usually get ghosted. So Norbert said he's been single for 9. I have been single for 5.
But you know what? I've tried to help you grow a little bit in this area because times have changed. Men are different. What we desire and what we want is a lot more now.
Above all,
than what the previous times is. Like me, the first date we going Dutch. I don't know what's gonna happen after this first date.
Ain't
different. No guarantees. The second date I might treat you to. The third date I'm expecting you to pick up the tab. Like
wow.
Like, I need the reciprocation on both ends. Like you give. I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with that.
I'm so used to ladies like don't even touch the check. I got it. What you talking about? I got it. But at the same time, we ain't doing no $300 dates though. You know what I'm saying? Like we gonna go on Yelp and figure it out together. But like, so you let me know what you like, and we gonna keep the budget to where the budget gonna be. But I got you. Like, come on.
Hey, listen. I'm like this, dog. This is me. I'm like this. It depends on the situation, like how this date is gonna be set up. Like I said this one time before on the podcast. If I'm driving to her, then when I get there, like I say, the first time, yeah, I'm Kareem on the first time. I got it. I got it. But if I'm driving to you the second time, and depending on how far the drive is, you know what I'm saying? When I get there the second time, I'm kind of like, damn, is you gonna pick up something? You gonna like I drove here to see you. Like, come on, help me out now. Like, it ain't like I ain't got it, but I'm just trying to go ahead that too. Like
you know what, Bubba? You're not wrong because I've had dates where I take the care of the check, but they take care of the tip. Like little small things.
Right. But that's a good gesture too. Now, you know what I'm saying? It's something. Show me something.
And it can be a little small things, but at the same time, chivalry and being a gentleman goes somewhere, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
at the same time, all dates don't got to be traditional dates. Like you don't have like every date,
exactly.
like every date, it does not have to be super expensive. Like for instance, you can I think a man should always have like a picnic blanket or like a one of them little picnic baskets that you can get off Amazon in his trunk at all times.
Give some game.
Because
Give some game, Kareem.
I'm telling you though, like there's always an opportunity to do something different. Like for instance, you can always hit up Chick-fil-A and hit up the drive-in. Take your own food with you. That way you don't got to cash out. Drive-in costs what? $10 a person, $15 a person. You already cut out all the foolishness and you're making it that much easier. Or you can always hit up like an outdoor concert. Or you can always hit up like an outdoor like movie thing. Cause I know here they do like old movies on the lawn, stuff like that. Where you ain't spending no money and all you're doing is just having fun.
Yeah, and don't let it be like a festival weekend here in Charlotte. Like this weekend is the arts festival here in Charlotte. You go to different parks, they got art galleries and everything. Oh, let's grab a cup of coffee and let's take a walk.
What you said.
We on a date. I don't care what you say. That's a date.
Hold up, wait a minute. Did y'all see Half Baked?
Yes.
Remember how he was counting up the date as he went?
Mm-hmm.
That's real though.
That's it.
That's real though. Like you thinking to yourself, how we gonna make this manageable for it to make sense?
Yep.
Right. And that was a lot, and that was some good game for the guys that a little cheap in the pockets. You know what I'm saying? Go to Chick-fil-A, get that picnic basket. You know what I'm saying? And go to the park. You know what I'm saying? Make sure it's cool out there now, because you don't want to sweat out of house. You know, when you trip like this. You know what I'm saying? So
be considerate.
Make sure it's cool and have a nice little park date. You know what I'm saying? A little picnic, man. You know, a lot of people don't do that no more. Everybody think you're supposed to go to these high-end restaurants and spend all this money.
For what?
And then y'all part ways at the end of the night. Now we gonna go to the high-end restaurant after we locked in.
Yeah.
Well, we can drink this top shelf liquor and then we can go back to the house. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm just saying though, when you got the picnic basket, you get that sparkling cider, knock it out.
That right.
You know what I'm saying? You get that little cheap joint. Be real smart with what you're doing. Be strategic. Have fun. Laugh and go from there.
So being strategic on the dates.
Well, not just that. Like I've done dates where, like, let's just say that who you with likes to do fitness. You can always hit up a track, run together, have a good time, hit up your fitness, and then afterwards, grab some.
Know that you're doing that. Bubba and Devon can remember this. This guy told me that we were gonna go walking downtown, and it was the market days. So I'm thinking we're gonna go walking. This turns into like a 8 mile.
Oh no!
Like I was out there cute in my leggings, everything real cute. I called my brother. He was like, "You look like Bubba was like, you look like you about to die."
Wait a minute. That guy was inconsiderate. The way you're supposed to do it.
The toenail and everything.
Oh no! See, the way you're supposed to do it, even if it's a surprise.
You gotta be considerate of who you go.
Exactly. Even if it's a surprise date, which that's what they're supposed to be.
I thought we were going
at least let them know what they need to put on. At least let them know how they need to prepare.
Your little leggings look cute. So I put them in a cute little workout outfit to be cute.
Oh, he did you all the way dirty. You need some insoles and everything for that date.
Exhausted.
It was, I'm gonna tell you something. He saw the real Raven that day, baby. Because
there you go.
It was rough.
Exactly.
So, while we're speaking of putting in work, our toss-up question for the night is: at what age should you be serious about keeping a job?
Now that's a good question. And with me being 34 years old and having had a lot of jobs, like I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I wish I was serious way back in my 20s about a job, because I would have been, you know what I'm saying, way further ahead right now if I had taken a lot of jobs serious, because I've had some great jobs, like for real, you know what I'm saying. I got a great job now, if, you know, well, we don't speak on that.
Well, I definitely feel where you're coming from, but this is also, it all depends on what kind of student you are. Like, let's just say you do go to college, right? If you get an opportunity to do an internship, by the time you graduate, that could be your next serious job.
Right.
So it all depends. Like I was a non-traditional student. I ain't go to college until I was 23. So, I didn't get an opportunity to do an internship. So it just really all depends. Because like, for instance, when I was with Enterprise, a lot of those kids do internships. And before you know it, they in the management training program. So it really all depends. Just it all depends on your trajectory. But
oh, go ahead. My bad.
No, you good. But like for instance, me and my parents had a conversation about it. How like back in the day when pensions used to be big, back in the day where you could stay at a job for 20-something years, things have changed. These days, people stay at a job for 2 years, then level up, make even more money at the next employer, and go from there. That's what I'm doing right now. Like I work sales. My commission at Enterprise was 30 stacks. I'm about to start a new job on Monday with my commission's 50 stacks. So, like that's my base salary. So I already leveled up. So sometimes you got to jump. Sometimes you got to go.
Right.
You can't sit around and expect them to pay you more money because your boss ain't gonna pay you enough money to be his neighbor. Shit, sometimes you got to get out there and get it.
Hey, that's real. But the reason I say that is because I'm thinking about my job at UPS. You know what I'm saying? Like that was my job. Matter of fact, that was my first job in Montgomery, to be real, while I was in college. Like, great job. Anybody that worked for UPS know.
I used to work at UPS. I know.
Yeah, great job. And I look back at it now because a lot of my friends that I'm friends with still work at UPS and they drive. We all started out loading the truck. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And they all drivers now making, you know what I'm saying,
crazy
80 and up now. And I ain't trying to put my tax bracket out, but I ain't lacking that much behind them. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not, I may be with them. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, if I had taken that job more seriously back when I was in college and even after school, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I had taken that job more seriously, like, it could have opened up way more opportunities for me, like especially at this point in my life with kids and parents and all that. I look back on that and be like, because I'm paying for it. Well, they just changed it on my job to where we get insurance for free now. You know what I'm saying? But I used to pay for insurance and it was hot. Back when you were in your 20s, you take stuff like that for granted because you saying to yourself, you young, ain't that gonna happen to me? I ain't true. Man, damn the job. I ain't worried about no insurance. I'll go find another job until you start having to pay for that insurance and you see how much it's affecting your check and how much money is coming out of your check every pay period for that insurance versus it being for free. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing. That's what I'm talking about. Like, I wish I had taken jobs like that more seriously when I was in my 20s. You know what I'm saying? Because I think I started working there when I was probably like 19, 20 years old. And I stayed there for a long time, almost 10 years, to be honest. You know what I'm saying?
Nice.
At the same time, it was like, it was a long wait for to be in one of those driver seats. So, and I kind of was like moving fast. I'm young. I want that. Yeah. I want money right now. You know, I can't wait no 10, 15 years for this truck position. Like, and that's not promised. So, you know what I'm saying? So, it was a lot of things other than me not taking it serious that led up to me leaving UPS. You know what I'm saying? But that was one of the main things because I didn't take it serious at the time. But and I've tried countless of times to get back. And with my track record at UPS, they weren't having it. You know, I think they got me flagged in the system or something.
Oh, you burned some bridges, man. Oh man.
Hey, it was rough, man.
As soon as you apply, the whole computer system shut down.
Man, hey, as soon as I put my last photo of my social in, it's like, oops, redirected. Hey, like, man, we can't. Nah. I don't think nobody with my last name probably get a job there. You know, Greg.
Yeah.
No, man. No.
This ain't gonna work out.
Right.
But I think we also have to talk about timing, right? So,
true.
If we're talking about pre-pandemic and post-pandemic longevity and taking jobs seriously, I'm gonna say right now, post-pandemic, most people are like, we out.
Yeah.
Like the traditional 9 to 5, the traditional overworking more than 40 hours a week. Like people are not subscribing to that anymore. Like a lot of people are just saying, I'm going to come in and do what it's called for me to do for them 40 hours that week and I'm out. You
That's
call me
it.
after 5 o'clock, I ain't available. And people are starting to leave their jobs to pursue their passions versus
Mm.
doing the things
that's
that
what's
they had to
really
do to
going
pay
on.
the bills. People are taking risks now, and I think that's a part of life. And so when we look at taking something serious, what do we consider taking something serious, right? Like, is it serious because I've been on the job for a number of years? I've been at Verizon now 9 years. That job is serious to me, but I've got a desire to do something else.
Yeah.
My passion is
The
outside
Great
of
Recession is
that job.
real.
So I think taking something seriously or taking a job seriously in a sense is when you start doing your passion. When you leave the mundane of the work of the 9 to 5 or working for somebody else or whatever it may be, but when you step into the field of doing your passion, I believe that's when you start taking things seriously. And that can happen at any age. They can start off in college. That can start off when you graduate. I mean, that can start off at some people age at us, 35, 36, starting their passion and taking it serious. And so it can happen at any age. I don't think there's an age point that we should limit ourselves to taking a job serious.
I agree. So, gentlemen, Ashley said workers have the power right now since we are in short supply, and I believe that it's so too. People need you at work. You know, right now you could be 5 minutes late. You might not even get fussed at because
Man, and listen, and what you saying is to add to what you saying, like it's so many people are hiring. That's why, and this is a whole nother topic. Y'all ain't trying to sit on this same topic, but it's a whole lot of people that I'm pretty sure y'all seen it in y'all cities too. It's a whole lot of people that's on these streets begging for money when there's so many jobs that are hiring, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And not just because, you know, we usually stereotype the homeless people. It's young people, y'all, that's able to work. Not just old veterans or people with disorders or mental illness. It's people that's our age and younger that's on the streets begging for money when there's so many jobs that are hiring. Like, how you gonna say, oh, I ain't working at McDonald's, but you ain't got no job right now with no income?
with no income.
Yeah.
How you gonna say I'm not gonna do this and I'm not gonna do that when you have no source of income like right now? How you know, like the saying go, a beggar can't be a chooser. Like, you can't not have nothing and then turn down the opportunity because you saying, oh, I don't want to flip burgers. Well, what are you doing now? You got to do something.
That's true. I just feel like in my experience, like when I was in high school, my little job was my job at Brewster's Ice Cream was important to me because I just went from a little scooper to a crew leader, but that kept some money in my pocket for their age. But then when I got to college, working at Walmart and Walgreens, like that was important to me because I had to pay. You know, I thought I was grown and I moved off campus. So I had to pay that rent. When my daddy told me he wasn't gonna pay it, I thought he was lying. But when it was time to pay it, he was like, "Where your money at?" I took my job very seriously. But also the day that I got that degree in my hand, I was like, Walmart, I'm out.
Got to go.
Right.
this I'm moving on to bigger things. And then I got my first real job. But when I got my first real job, I think because all I was taught in my childhood was work.
Yep.
I took my job very, very seriously.
You too, sis. I am.
But I learned so much from the lady that I worked up under. Like, she taught me how to be a business person. Like, she was the bomb. All right. Like, she was the bomb. Like, she taught me how to be a business person. She taught me how to be business oriented. She taught me how to carry myself in the professional world, all that stuff. So I took that job seriously. Like, I don't remember calling out that much on that job at all because I look forward to going every day. But then, like, after that, like, I started feeling myself.
Nice.
Like, when I got a better job. My first job, when I felt like I was making, as much as my parents made, perhaps.
Was that when I was interning under you?
That was at that job the first real job I had when you interned under me.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we go way back. So that was the job. But then I moved back home for a job and I was making great money. But then I was like, I got sick days. I have vacation time. I live by myself. Like I can BMF. I was not taking my job seriously at all. But now that I'm in my mid-30s, I take my job very seriously because if I don't go to work, I can't eat.
Yeah.
I can't buy clothes.
Your whole outlook changed.
Yes, and also now changed that when I was just living for myself, I didn't care. Like I could BMF, I could do whatever I want to do with my money. But now that I have real responsibility, I take my job very seriously. And also, when you now I start thinking about 401k, annuities, insurance, like all these other things that I didn't even care about. But now
You think about retirement.
I think about retirement. Like 50, here I come because I'm
Out of there.
yeah, that kind of thing. But those were not things that I was cognizant of early on in age when I was working. So I wish somebody had told me how much to contribute to my retirement, when I was in my early 20s.
Right.
It's me being 30, and now it's getting real to me that one day I'm gonna have to stop where I want to start working when I'm 50. Kind of thing.
That financial literacy has changed now.
Right.
Yeah. And then you sit in with somebody who's selling you a retirement package or an annuity plan. They saying you need $1 million to retire when you're 50. And then your heart sinks because you haven't been working that long.
Yeah.
Prepare for that day. So that's that. I mean, I just see in our culture, I know sometimes we don't take jobs serious. I know people that rotate jobs every month, every couple of months, work them long, get something to file on your income tax.
But you want to know why, sis?
Seriously.
You want to know why? Because I think it got to do with, I don't know if you said this not because it kind of chopped up a little bit when you was talking, but it got to do with responsibility. I feel like you will start taking people with more responsibility to take things more seriously than people who just ain't really got that much responsibility. You know what I'm saying? I think like he said earlier, with response. I try to say too much stuff at one time. but real talk, when you got a lot of responsibility and you got to get stuff done, like you gonna take that job serious because you can't go without it. You know what I'm saying? Now, not saying you should be on a job feeling like you can't go without it, because that's how a lot of us get trapped into that. We get trapped at that job. You know what I'm saying? That we need it, and you scared to step out. You know what I'm saying? Take, like you said earlier, take a risk. You scared to step out there. You know what I'm saying? Because of all this responsibility. Like it may be kids. It may be, even if you ain't got no kids, you got bills and other things that you may be taking care of. You know what I'm saying?
Paying off student loans.
When we were young in college, we ain't had that much responsibility. You know what I'm saying? We had a little responsibility like cell phone bill, put a little gas in your car, maybe a car note if you had a car and rent. You know what I'm saying? I'll give anything to have those little few bills right now.
Come on now.
I wish I can go back to that. I ain't gonna lie to you. And I thought that was killing me then. You know what I'm saying? Like I thought that was killing me. But it's like, no responsibility. So we would say, the hell with this job, you know what I'm saying? And walk out on the insurance plan that we know we can't get nowhere else. It's responsibility. When you got more responsibility, you're going to take things a lot more serious.
A lot more seriously. All right, gentlemen, we got mail, and this is one of my favorite parts of the night.
Let's do it.
Uh-oh.
Let's do it.
We've got mail.
Okay.
Let's see what it is. All right, what's up, Raven and Bubba? After 4 years of marriage, I got divorced. I'm thankful for my marriage. It gave me 2 beautiful children. However, when we were married, my ex-husband was a solid provider. Now he is sorry as hell. I can't get him to do anything with or for our children. He does the bare minimum. He says the children don't need anything and it's not his job to take care of me. I personally don't need his help, but he should be of assistance to our children. They look just like him. The audacity of him to neglect my babies. What do I do?
Well, first I'm going to start off and say they missed the most important step that Kareem brought up earlier. They weren't friends beforehand. Don't sound like
100%.
If you can marry this man, you know what I'm saying, and y'all been married for 4 years, had kids and all that,
Mm.
You know that y'all weren't friends because you ain't
No.
apparently you ain't know this guy if he did all that.
Y'all skipping steps like checkers, man. Yes. Don't make no sense. Like, what are you doing?
And I agree. I
But
don't have
marriage
kids.
and divorce can bring out the worst in people. You know,
Oh, 100%. 100%. That's real.
divorce, so marriage and divorce can bring out the worst in people. It gets ugly when you start saying, I want a divorce. It gets ugly then. So I kind of see where the person is coming from.
Yeah, and I feel like he was more attached to her than anything. Sound like to me because she's saying that they were married and then they got a divorce, and she was like, now he's sorry and can't get him to do anything for the kids. He's probably salty, and like I say, y'all, when we get this mail, we don't know the whole extent of the story. You see what I'm saying?
100%. There's 3 sides to the story.
Look,
yeah,
I was just saying that.
Yeah,
It sounds like she may have did something wrong. She might be the reason it's broke up. If this man was taking care of you, paying the bills, and y'all got divorced,
what is
I ain't gonna say it's always that, but I'm just saying.
Well, it sounds like she ain't looking in the mirror. She's not realizing what she had.
Right. So what? I mean, she asked him what we do. Well, we need to know the whole story, lady.
But hold on now. I don't care what a person does. Those are his children. You have got to take care of the little people because they didn't ask.
Oh, agreed.
But this says he does the bare minimum, which means he does provide. It might not be
just doesn't do for her anymore.
You would think.
See, that's what it is.
You would like.
I think this is the type of brother. All he do is pay child support, and that's it. She's probably used to being taken out. She's used to being taken care of as a wife, and now that he's no longer playing the position as her husband, he can't move the same way.
Right.
So she's probably not seeing the big picture.
Okay, so you think she wants to be treated like a wife without the title?
Well, after 4 years, they were married for 4 years. They got divorced, and of course, they had a great marriage. But then things switched up. Of course, so more than likely, he put boundaries up that she wasn't ready for. That's what I'm assuming. He probably put up boundaries and was like, "Look, it's about the kids. It's not about you anymore." And they probably put it all out. But you only know what you know from the letter. But he really got to she really got to consider the whole picture, and they actually need to have a conversation. It sounds like they're not talking, which is even more of a problem.
Well, now if y'all look at the letter, because I'm reading it while y'all talking.
Yeah.
If y'all look at the letter, it's saying, okay, I'm thankful for my marriage. It gave me 2 beautiful children. However, when we were married, my ex-husband was a solid provider. Okay, well, lady, why did y'all divorce? Somebody did something.
Exactly. What are we missing?
We need to get to the root of the problem because we're trying to help you, ma'am.
I'm looking at it even more in depth because I'm looking at
provider. What, she can't want nothing else because he was a provider?
Well, no, I'm just saying the nature of the divorce may be why this man ain't doing what she expect him to be doing. He may be doing, like I say, we don't know what's going on because she skimmed through. She gave her side. Like, mister, we want you to come in and tell us your side.
Because I was about to say, we missing a whole lot from this letter. Like, he's neglecting his babies. He's neglecting his babies. I'm wondering, how is he neglecting the babies? What is missing? It's vague.
It's very contradictory, though. If you read the statement, she says, he's sorry as hell. I can't get him to do anything with or for our children. He does the bare minimum. And then goes down to say, but he should be, I don't personally need his help, but he should be of assistance to our children. So you brought up the financial aspect of it. And it sounds like what you want more for him to be able to do is help out in a way of picking the kids up from school.
Exactly.
Take them to the park or something. Like,
it sounds like it's strictly financial.
The financial part clouded the whole conversation.
Exactly.
I feel like you just want him to be present because he's doing the minimum of financing. But you want more than just that. You want him to do more.
Like that.
So above all, she wants him to step up as a father overall, not just as a pocketbook.
They're not in the same house anymore. It's like she wants him to do all that stuff, like he's still there in the household with them.
But that's still a responsibility of being a father, right? Like, I wouldn't have a child and only pay for my child as an adult male my mindset and how I was raised, I would never just do the bare minimum of making a payment each month. Like, I'm gonna still want to spend time with my child. Like, I want to see them. I want to nurture them. I want to take them to the park. I want to, go on play dates. Whatever we got to do. Like, I want to be a part of my child's life. I want them to know that I'm there. I'm just not a checkbook. But this sounds like more so of just he's not doing that part. He's not providing of the aspect of nurturing his child. He's not providing the aspect of being there for her to support her in making sure the kids are picked up from school or taking them to football or cheerleading practice or whatever it may be. I don't see this as being a financial thing, but it sounded very financial based, which threw me for a loop at the beginning. But as I read everything else, he doing his bare minimum of providing. You want more, and I don't find that to be wrong.
Ooh.
So I can't.
I'm not gonna front. I just read what Faith said. It sounds like he's just not present.
That's a very strong point. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good point, Faith. It sounds like he's just not a present father right now, but he was a lot more present in the household when they were married versus being outside of the household and they're divorced.
Yeah.
So things have changed from that perspective. So
she's in her feelings because it's not to her standard.
Definitely.
You don't get that standard anymore, honey, because you got a divorce.
Exactly.
I think that's what people have to understand.
And it's crazy because he wasn't sorry when y'all were married, but now y'all divorced. He's sorry. What's good?
SHE double hockey sticks. The tables turn.
Easy.
Sounds like she had a good man, and she blew. That's what it's like.
Yeah, that's it. Then the man must be questioning the is he the father? Because why would you put they look just like him? So I know.
I just noticed that. Like, is this Mari? What are we talking about?
Look at the nose. Like, what is you talking
Come
about?
Come on, dog.
Taking a paternity test. This ain't Maury. Like, what the heck is you doing?
She didn't have to add that at the end of the letter. What are we talking about?
It had no relevance to the situation.
You know that black mama thing, when them kids look just like the dad, it make them feel.
Like, how you not gonna take care of this baby when he look just like you?
Crazy. Like, you spit out this baby whole and now you act it up? No, it's not like that.
Man, come on, man.
Oh, she is in her feelings for real. She is
exactly.
You gotta look at them little babies and look just like it. It's
that probably made her mad.
Yeah, real big mad.
All I'm saying is, sis,
just
if you
like
want,
damn dirty.
you need more support from him. Have the conversation, man. Just have the tough conversation with him and say, listen, no, I don't need it financially, but I do need your help picking them up from school. I need you to be present in their life in whatever way that you can be, regardless of your situation at work or whatever. I need you to find time to be a part of these kids' lives. Like, I think that's just what it boils down to. Everything else she added in there was very... It was not necessary.
Yeah, it was a lot of window dressing. We got to get right down to the point. Like, what is really missing?
It's not to her liking. That's what's missing. She wants her wifely benefits in this divorce. She wants everything to be like it was, and it's not what it was no more.
Now, on a serious note, though, fellas, now if y'all find yourselves in this situation, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna keep it 100, y'all. Y'all do for these kids, man. Don't let that relationship between you and that woman, you know what I'm saying, or vice versa, women, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't let that relationship between you and that person mess up those kids. Like, don't let that run off on the kids, man, because they ain't like they don't deserve that. They ain't asked for none of that. You know what I'm saying? So do right by the kid, even if y'all can't stand each other, like can't stand the ground y'all walk on, but do right by the kids. You know what I'm saying? Because they need y'all. They need both parents, to be honest, y'all. So y'all men that's out there in these situations, y'all gotta do better, man. Tighten up. Don't neglect the kid because you and the mom got a parent. You know, I mean, y'all got a problem. Like, don't do that.
That's who you hurt. Now, speaking of this, so everybody has been talking about like this relationship stuff. Nia Long has been in a 10-year engagement. Like, first of all, you've been engaged for 10 years.
That's a long time.
That's a long time. All right. Then, but now she's been all in the media because her fiance has been ousted from his coaching position because he had an affair with somebody within the organization.
And can somebody say his name? Because I want to hear somebody say his name.
Alleged affair.
Ime Udoka. But let's watch this clip. Let's watch this clip.
Agreement. And you have to do what works for your particular family, especially when you're both working and you have busy schedules. Women are super women, but we also have to recharge our batteries. And I've learned, especially in this COVID time, to really examine how I'm balancing my work home life in a different way.
That was Nia Long talking about her relationship with Ime Udoka to ET back in 2020. Now she's speaking out amid scandal, Udoka's alleged infidelity coming to light and possibly costing him his job.
Allegedly.
But hold on now. But in the beginning of the statement, she said people have to do what's best for them and their families.
Which is why they've been in a 10-year engagement. Because when Bubba asked earlier, what was the next step? Obviously, for them, the next step was just to be engaged and say, we together. We here. I got a strong tie on this. I'm going to put a ring on it, but I ain't going to commit completely.
Plus, it's ridiculous. How you with Nia Long and you engaged forever? You think you want to wife her up, man, quick, right? It doesn't make any sense.
I'm glad you said that, Kareem, because we had this same discussion at work today. And I'm a realist, y'all. I'm going to keep you 100 with y'all. Everybody keep talking about Nia Long. It's Nia. How you do that to Nia Long?
That's the first thing I said when I heard about the story.
Well, okay, let me tell y'all this then. Nia Long is a human, just like the rest of us.
That's true.
She get the same treatment that any other woman to get in that situation.
And you know what's funny? We all romanticize Nia Long because she's our love from Friday.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like when I saw Eric Benet do Halle Berry 30 years ago. They all beautiful women, right? So of course you romanticize these women and you think about these powerful women, just like Tammy James is saying. They all women. Everybody put their drawers on the same way, but. But it's just crazy thinking about it. Like, this man was with Nia Long for 10 years engaged. And he really gonna act like Bill Clinton and just find his own Lewinsky with the Celtics? Come on.
Wait a minute, though. Wait a minute. I'm sorry. I feel like, okay, back to her own words. We do what's best for what works for us and our families. You're busy and you still got needs. You need affection. You need attention, and you can't get it at home. I'm sorry. The first person that comes your way, I have a hug for you.
Yeah, that's real. But it's
giving you your time, and you can
has that staff member came out and made a statement?
I haven't heard about it.
She was married to someone else. Like, she's married, so I just.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. So this is a married woman with an engaged man cutting up at work.
Come
and they all could have possibly been employed by the organization.
Listen, let me tell y'all this. We looking at it, through just one pair of eyes right now. Let me tell y'all something. When you around a person, and y'all gotta look at like the NBA, these guys, especially when the season is going on, these people and this staff is around each other a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot, especially during the season and even during the off season. You know what I'm saying? It's an organization. So these people are around. It's just like every other job. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got people. You around. They're around. They traveling together. Well, I don't know what her position was. You know what I'm saying? With the organization or whatever. But if it that kind of relationship, and it got blew up like this, I'm pretty sure she was probably traveling along with the team or doing something. You know what I'm saying? She was probably corner pocket all the time. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we got to look at that. Y'all, these people are human. I don't care if it's Long, Serena Williams, they all can get the same treatment because you got to think about it. Like, we're on the outside.
It's real though.
Can get it. It's the truth.
It's real though. You ain't lying.
Because we thinking because it's Nia Long. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Because
She
we
was.
fantasized about her for
Exactly.
so long.
We romanticized her off rip.
Untouchable.
Yeah.
Like, she
Guess
can't-
what? Guess what? If one of us was to have Nia Long, or we had the opportunity to have her, and we get with her, you probably gonna find something about Nia Long that you don't like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Come on,
Fact.
brother.
And a whole nother
Big
character.
real talk. Real
You know
talk.
what I'm saying?
So the fact of the matter is, you just gotta pay attention to your partner. As much time as you put into all these other things, you gotta be there for your partner as well.
Right.
But
Yeah.
let's be honest. Has Nia came out and stated that she's releasing him of his duties of being her fiance?
No.
Nah.
Right.
But-
So
well,
which means to me,
see,
again, their 10-year engagement, if this woman has not stated, I'm leaving my man, this is news to everybody else.
this may have been
And that's what I'm
ongoing.
saying.
See,
She's
but
been okay
the
with,
crazy
again,
thing about
10
it
years
is
of
like,
engagement. It don't take that long to decide I'm going to marry somebody. If I got the money that I have, that they
let's
have,
go. What are we doing?
why are we waiting to
Because
get married?
some women say, I have everything I want, everything I need, I am good.
That's true.
No way. Like she said,
Yeah.
your relationship has to be the best for you. And that's what I think a lot of us lose sight of in today's society. We allow everything else in tradition to dictate what our relationship looks like. And it is no longer the same. There's some things that I will be willing to do in my relationship today that 9 years ago you can miss me with.
Mm.
But today's time, my desires and my needs are totally different than they were 9 years ago. Society is different than it was. So there's a lot of things that go into play as to why they had a long relationship, long committed engagement, but also what their relationship standards are. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, communication is key in all of this. And so, like Bubba say, in any job that you're in, when you're by somebody for long periods of time, there's a level of a connection that can be built with individuals. And you have to be able to toe that line respectfully, you know? I mean, I was watching the Breakfast Club interview the other day with Whitley and Kareem and Jasmine Guy. And they were talking about how Kareem was in a full-fledged relationship with Freddie the entire time they were filming. Not a lot of people knew that, but he was in a relationship with another character on the show. But his main love interest on the show was Whitley. But they had to find that balance of, that's my friend. This is acting. This is a job.
Right.
And as much as I love you on screen, I don't love you off screen that same way because I got my mind is on someone else. So I think you have to have the mindset for those things and work together to make it work.
Right.
Agreed.
And
like said,
very well be okay with this. Like, that's what people are missing. Like, what if the lady is okay with it?
But like Tammy said, like she was in another city and he was in Boston with the lady every day. So, you know, you gotta like I was saying, they around each other a lot. And when you know, come on, y'all, like, to be honest, man, I hate to say this. You know, a lot of people gonna get mad when I say this, but that comes with the business, man. Like, come on, like that you know, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it comes with the type of business. You just gotta be real though, man. That's just like having you dating a basketball player. They got all 80-some games to play, and they on the road a lot of these games. You at the house. Come on now.
I ain't at the house. I'm flying.
But see, that's what I was wanting to ask. Like, have you guys ever seen Nia Long in any Celtics games?
Man, I ain't even know Nia Long dating, man, till we were talking about this.
That's what I was thinking.
Like, I didn't know about it till the championship last year. Till they was in the finals.
I knew
That's
about
what I found out.
Yeah, because most NBA wives and fiancés at the game every game, like every home game, they there, like away games, everything. So, so to know that this man's a coach of the Celtics, what are we talking about? Oh, she was at the finals.
The father of her child too. Like,
exactly.
I didn't know she had kids.
They have a 10-year-old.
Like,
So
Nia Long got a baby since when?
She has 2 children.
She is real secretive. I ain't even know.
I thought she was still Craig.
The side chick moved her to Boston.
Damn.
But we don't know, y'all. So this
Tammy got all the tea.
It's all allegedly. Hey, Tammy,
we got all the
Tammy
tea.
drinking it.
we have to understand that relationships are becoming less traditional. We don't know what people are okay with. And that's why I'm saying everybody's talking, oh, I feel so sorry for her. Don't feel sorry for her because that sister is happy.
That's true.
The understanding that she has with her man. And I think that's the point that everybody's missing. They had to have an understanding.
In some way.
This time, somebody just outed her husband, her fiance. Somebody just outed him.
Well, let me tell y'all something too. That was an inside job, man. Somebody mad at that man in that Celtic organization. He was on the wrong toes.
Somebody snitching. Yeah.
And that's what happened when you a black guy, a black man in the industry like that, in an organization like that. You know, especially we talking about the Celtics, y'all. Come on now.
In Boston? Come on now. In Boston.
So you done did something that you ain't supposed to be did, or you just stepped on some rubbed somebody the wrong way, and your secret that probably wasn't a secret amongst the organization. The
organization probably knew that for over 10 years.
Right. You done took this whole team to the finals last year. You think they just gonna let you go off of some petty stuff? They already know about that. Somebody had to really,
the owners don't like him. Somebody ain't fooling with him.
Real life. How many work is the easiest place to cheat because you are there as much as you are at home. So it's easy for you to get attached to somebody at work. You know, I don't have nobody but old men and white men on my hallway, and I like chocolate, so I'm through. I can't do it at work. But what I'm saying is that's the easiest place for you to cheat because you're spending a lot of time with these people. So it's easy for you to have conversations. It's easy for you to talk to somebody on your job because that's your second home away from home. So the reality of the situation is you better look around your man workplace.
Ain't no need of doing all that. You might well just sit on in the house and hope that have some.
That's the easiest. I'm telling you, that's the easiest place to do it. I mean,
look, that's for people.
I had a man that came on to me on my job, at every job that I have ever had. No lie.
This is for people who
married, divorced. Every job that I've ever had, a man has tried to come on to me in some type of way. So I say that, and they could be white, black, or Hispanic. I've never worked with any of my Asian friends, but I'm telling you, all of them do it. Every man is gonna shoot his shot if he see a piece of eye candy somewhere. So it does happen. I feel like that's the easiest place. However, I think we're missing that. This happens every day in the real world. People are doing it all the time. It's bound to be a little hidden couple somewhere on the job. That's the reality of the situation. Right, it's some hidden couples on the job.
That's cold.
It's some sneaky links on the job.
Not sneaky links.
Oh no! Oh, I've seen it. Oh, I've seen it. My own eyes. I've seen side chicks from work become the wife.
Ooh.
Come on.
But my thing is, if you ain't making $50K or better, I mean $500K or better, stay your behind home with your wife and quit playing. Don't be out here doing that foolishness. You ain't got them type of bands be right here doing this on nobody.
The next thing is,
so you gotta have extra money for the extra money.
Yeah, for somebody to put up with it like Nia Long, yeah, you gotta have a band. Like you gotta have a bag, bro. Like don't play that. Don't do that.
Tammy James cut up real bad. She said on the job at church.
Tammy,
man.
I told her, Tammy's the bone.
Tammy the boss with the comments today. Good job, Tammy. We see you.
And let me say this too now. Don't think it's just the men now, because these women will have men and still be trying to get a little side piece on the job too now.
And they put it in rotation. I'm telling you, I have seen it with my own eyes. Put it in rotation. One person in one section may have three right there together. You just got to pay attention to it.
What?
And if y'all do got that going on, let me tell you a word of advice. Keep y'all mouth shut. Don't you say nothing.
Better hush. Discretion.
Discretion. Hello, somebody. But I have heard some stories, and you just have to be careful because, like, they may come holler at you today, you invite back, but the lady right next door to you ain't back. She with the get down. So, you just got to mind your business, stay in your lane, let them people do what they do.
And communicate with your partner. And communicate with your partner.
Let me tell y'all what y'all do to kind of cut down on a whole bunch of this cheating. First of all, if if you cross states, then I'm just be 100. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work, man. You a long way from this person. You can't have them at your. You can't drive to this person like, you know what I'm saying? Like it ain't gonna work, man. Why y'all set yourselves up for a failure like that? Like get on up out of there. Date somebody right up the street from you, man. Hell, all out here.
I'm willing to catch a flight. Like fly me out.
Wait a minute. I disagree. Long distance relationships work.
Not these time of day.
Fly me
Why
out.
not?
Man,
I disagree.
No.
I disagree with that, Bubba.
I
You doing a
totally
little much,
disagree.
bro.
Yeah, long
Like,
distance relationships.
long distance relationships work. If you put forth the effort,
hell.
you can make it happen.
Well, all I'm saying, okay. Well, since everybody against me, well, let me say it like this: long distance relationships are way more prone to fail.
But that makes me style because I don't like
or they're way more prone to work because you got to put forth even more effort versus the woman across like down the street. You ain't putting forth no effort with that because you know you got access to her all day, every day.
But long distance, I don't have to cook for you every day because you're in another city. Like I'm with that. So I'm for the long distance relationship. Like I would just fly out on the weekend. I'm okay with that.
Bubba, if you need it, just say that.
I'm just saying, though, bro.
If you need it, just say
if you need a woman taking care of you every day, all day, I understand.
Because me, I want you here, but I don't want you here. Like I want you in my space, but I don't want you up under me. Like,
I'm
okay.
Okay, Joshua. Okay.
Man, please, listen, long distance relationship works. I've had them. They've worked for me. I've not had a problem in the past. I mean, yeah, I'm single today. I'm single today, but
let me straighten you up on that one.
Look, you can't cook from home. How you gonna cook from miles away?
That's real. That's it. Like, hey, look, Miss Johnson bringing the heat because, like, it's all about trust above all. If you don't have trust, it don't matter if they're down the street or they in another state. It don't matter if you ain't got trust. If you can't trust them to give you respect as soon as you walk out the door.
We put Tammy in timeout.
Tammy, go to timeout.
Tammy real with it. If you can't allow, if they can't give you the respect as soon as you walk out the door, if you don't know, as soon as you turn your back, they cutting up. There's no point in having a relationship in general when they in town or out of town.
Yeah, Tammy, I'm with you on that, cause you might not like how she chew her food. You ain't lying. She might. I ain't gonna like that. I ain't gonna like that, man.
I ain't gonna lie.
Dropping it one.
I can't lie.
I
broke up with somebody because they made Daffy Duck noises. So
wow.
That was petty of me back in the day. But
that's my petty.
But what I like about long distance relationship, right, is it doesn't force you to jump in so quickly.
You're forced to take your time.
You're here every day.
Yeah.
That means your expectation is, we're gonna see each other every weekend. With long distance, we know we both gotta work. At night, we can do a little FaceTime call. We can do a little FaceTime dinner every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm saving my money, you saving your money. Like, I can cook for myself and I can send you an Uber Eats meal. Like, if that's what I want to do to be nice and special, like, you save money on long distance relationships.
Plus, with long distance, you get an opportunity to really cherish that time you get in person.
Right.
You cherish it. It is gold. It's amazing.
If I really like a person, I'm cherishing it every day we read by each other.
That's 100% true. That's 100% true.
I don't have to see my mate every day.
Okay. So even if they're in the same city, you don't got to see them every day?
I don't have to see them every day.
I like
it. I'm doing stuff, and I really don't want to be Susie Homemaker all the time. Like, I can, maybe once or twice a week, but I don't have to see you every day. I like my space.
Yeah.
Just make sure I can have what I want and I can do what I want, and I'm good. Like, you can go on, babe. You good. You kicking it with the homies today, okay? You going to, I'd eat with your partner. Cool. I'm good with that. Like, you don't have to be up under me.
Listen, Faith just made a great point too. Now, looking at what she said, long distance forces you to talk more. You actually have
100%. You got to have real conversation.
That's the only part I see in that. Besides, I know, well, okay, me and Anna talking, and we all on the phone. We talking for hours, but when me and Anna get off the phone, John is with Anna, and I'm at the house like this. I really love Anna, boy. We really love man.
That's
Like,
cold.
man, I'm gonna marry Anna, man. Like,
That's cold. Oh man.
Well, when you stupid, bro.
Damn, John. Oh, that's cold.
Listen,
That's cold.
but at the end of the day, that's the gamble that you take in every relationship, though.
100%.
Because Christina can be doing the same thing next door. You know what I'm saying? A block away from you, she can still be on the phone with you.
The difference is with me being next door, and I don't like to be on no crazy stuff, but this just the fact. This is just real life. Hell, I'm gonna ride. I'm gonna be riding by.
No pop-ups, no pull-up.
That's not cool, bro.
It ain't popping up if you don't know I'm there.
You have to set expectations.
But I don't like friends with benefits. Like, that don't work for me.
Friends with benefits can be dangerous.
I can't do the friends with benefits.
That's a tough reality to live.
But no, it's not. Again, everything is about communication. If you say, this is what we're doing, this is what we're doing. If you try to deviate from that in any way, we can't cuddle. You can't stay the night. I'm not making you nothing to eat. You can't go in my refrigerator. You come, we do our job, and you go home.
So friends with benefits is straight transactional.
It's transactional.
Yeah, I'm not. Everybody ain't trying to work hard for the money. Like, I'm sorry, like, that's just too much. Like, I would rather something more authentic. I can't do the friends with benefits. That don't work for me. Because if we make it, for me, if we make it past date number 4, then we go together. I'm sorry. I'm like Young Miami.
That's real though.
We are dating. We go together. Okay. I can't do the friends with benefits.
Right.
Have fun with that.
So there goes that thing. Like, you got to know what you need. Like, I don't want to feel like I'm a pawn.
Yeah.
I also think
that makes sense.
That friends with benefit thing is transactional, and that's a control thing. And I watch Pretty Woman, but I don't want to live Pretty Woman. Like, so it's not for me.
Yeah. Facts.
See, I'm with Aretha. I can't do it. Once I love you, I'm on you real bad.
All right, Aretha.
Y'all on this real bad, real fun, real hard. The communication, explain the parameters of the relationship, marriage. Tammy, we here.
Tammy dropping facts.
Tammy, we need to go to the corner because
Tammy need to be a guest. Tammy with the business. Come on, come through, Tammy.
But like I said, y'all, and I've said this in all of the podcasts, for real, like the majority of them, communication is always gonna be the key. One of the keys, because you got, some locks come with more than one key. You got a couple of keys to certain things, you know what I'm saying? So that's one of the keys, you know what I'm saying? So without communication, you definitely gonna fail, y'all. And in that long distance relationship y'all talk about, definitely gonna fail.
100%. If you don't communicate in a long distance relationship, you dead on arrival.
But like, even if they like y'all hollering at next door, even if they next door, if you ain't got no communication, then next door ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be in the same house with no communication, it won't work.
That's even worse.
So yeah.
So look, guys, like, we have talked our socks off tonight. The conversation has been the conversation was everything now.
Oh yeah.
But we have talked our little horns off.
Yeah. So. And
we appreciate everybody who jumped in on the chat. And we need y'all to hit the like and subscribe button.
And share it, y'all. Share it.
Yes. Share. We need all your help. Let's get it.
Help us grow. Share this on your social media because the conversation is always lit.
Yo, y'all keep the chat box going in here. I love this.
Every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the 80s Baby Conversation is bringing you a real conversation that we can relate to. So we need y'all to share this. Hit the like and subscribe button and what do we want to lead the people with tonight? Go ahead, Devon, lead us out.
Yo, one time for all the Hornets in the building. First and foremost, all my people in the chat, I see y'all. Bama State was good.
Oh,
Let's go,
mother
let's
dear.
go. Outside of that, man, just keep yourself open to communication. Have the tough conversations. Be willing to respect each other's boundaries, and make sure you make your relationship what you want it to be, and not what society says it should be. So keep it funky, keep it fresh, keep it true to you.
I like
that.
I'm gonna say for tonight, don't worry about what other people's standards are. Worry about what works for you. If it works for you and it makes you happy, protect it and enjoy it.
Facts.
That's my word.
Above all, you got to make sure you show love to receive love. Period. Make sure you're treating people the way you want to be treated. Create a relationship, sustain a relationship, and you might actually have one.
That's right. And I'm gonna leave y'all with man, just communicate with everybody. And besides that, y'all check out the ASU homecoming. Gonna be lit. Can't wait for it. Make sure y'all there. If you ain't there, you square. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, sis. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it is what it is, man. We're gonna turn on.
L7.
I'm trying to make sure y'all, you know what? I'm gonna make it my business. I'm gonna go out there and try to get some live footage on the 80s Baby page. So y'all check it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get y'all live in the kitchen where y'all gonna go down at. You know what I'm saying? So y'all stay tuned for that, man. Stay tuned for that. ASU, baby.
ASU.
Already. Bama State, let's get it.
Let's get it.
There go.
We are out. Good night. We love y'all. See y'all next Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
We in there. Peace.